Hey everybody, I'm having another go at my commission piece. She wanted a little bit kind of a looser design that went off the edges more, which was kind of ironic because that's the part I got rid of. So this will be take 2. I already poured the white. And I'm going to do this one a little bit different. The other one I did the stamp technique on, but I've been trying to decide if that, or if I want to do more of a swipe. So I was going to see what happens with these pipettes. So this is just regular, my white with Floetrol water, no silicone. Okay. Just gonna set these here. And this one is Phthalo Green, which is one of the few with an actual name to it that is not self-mixed. Yay, the pipettes are working exactly as planned. Oh my gosh. And I have a lot more white on the canvas than I did when I did the last one. Because remember, I couldn't tilt it at all. So I did put a thicker layer of white down, so I have more room to play. So excited about the pipettes. Yay! Let's see. This is processed cyan Grumbacher. So this is the other one with the name. Did you just see those lights blink? I hope so. I always see lights blink, especially in my parents' house. Sometimes they see it too, and other times they don't. And when they don't see it, I don't know if I should be worried for them or for myself. Oh my goodness, I am tired. So today is Monday. I don't know when this will be on, but not Monday. So Sunday the 13th was my birthday, and I didn't really go anywhere during the day. And so we went over to my parents' last night for dessert for, if any of you have a Nothing Bundt cake store, oh my god, the white chocolate raspberry, oh, it's to die for. I ate like half of it. But anywho, so I was planning to get new tires this week, 4 new ones. I think I've mentioned that. And I hadn't made the appointment yet. Well, on the way home from my parents last night, guess who gets a flat tire? Yay, me. So I was like, well, perfect, because I was going to go anyways. But, so I made the appointment this morning, and I was going to have my mom pick me up and take me to work. If any of you think what's wrong with this plan. Think real hard. So I have to be at the tire place at 11. It's 10:30. and think what I have not thought about yet. I never put a spare tire on my car. Yeah, exactly. I can't drive to the tire place on a rim. So I had my mom drive me to and from work today, which is hilarious because I work at the preschool that I attended when I was a child. I'm looking for a way. Okay. And so she had to pick me up at the same preschool she used to drop me off at, 40 years ago. And when she picked me up, it was dark, and I had to cross the parking lot to get to her car, and she didn't even help me. So I said, you are a really crappy preschool mom. I mean, for real? You're just gonna let your little girl walk across a dark parking lot? I'd have gotten run over. So anywho, my husband's supposed to put the spare on. And then I started looking up, I just have a Sonata, so just a regular, sedan. But I wanted to make sure it had a spare. And then when I started looking online, it sounded like some of them didn't come with spares. I'm like, oh shit, mine doesn't even come with a spare. I'm so totally screwed. But it did. It's there. And I'm going to let my husband do it tonight. Which I know I can do it. I'm a strong, capable woman. But you know what I did today, which is usually his job? I did the dishes today. I hate doing the dishes. That's his job. So I figure if I had to do the dishes, he can change my car. All right, so as far as stampers go, I said I did not have one. Well, I mean, I am, first of all, just going to kind of break up this and see where it takes me. I have a feeling I'm going to need to add some color. So, I really like, I like the self-mixed blue, and it has some iridescence in it. I like that one. And let's do a little bit of the dark purple. I need another pipette, I think. Well, I swear I had one for the green. Oh, it fell. Like, I know I had to put the green on there. Just make that on my arm. How did I do the blue? Oh, over here. I'm totally losing my friggin' mind. Alright, I'm kind of mixing my blues here. Alrighty. So, what we have so far is I've put down all the color, and then I poured white paint with silicone on top, and then I smushed it with the cup to kind of see how much color I had or didn't have. And then I added some more, and now I'm going to do some swipes. And yeah. hair dryer here for a second. Oh, wow. I think she will be super thrilled with this because she wanted it off the sides. She didn't want it as uniform as it was down the middle. So I've got it off the sides. I've got it so where it's not uniform. It has lots of movement and it has all the colors. Yay. I'm gonna, if you can't see it, but these are all sitting right on the edge. There we go. Doing it this way, the colors are more softer, kind of more watercolory because of the swiping. I mean, when you're swiping colors together, they are going to blend. But you can distinctly, especially in the cells, see the green, the purple, and the blue. So those are very distinct within the cells. And then going off, it's a blended, like this has, look how beautiful. Oh, and I told her, you know how I am about painting over my work, but I sent her like 2 emails this morning saying, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because I can't undo it. And she's like, I'm sure. So this time I was like you viewers going, no, don't paint over it. But I think she was right. This to me is gorgeous. I'm really, really happy with this. Really happy. So, I guess to recap, pour the white paint, did the pipettes, poured the white paint with silicone. Only thing that had silicone was that small 1 ounce of white paint. Then I kind of smashed it up like, I guess not stamp technique, that would have been like a mallet. You know, I just kind of smushed it all. And then I did the swipes. And then I used the hair dryer. And that is why, remember at the beginning I said I put extra white paint on it? Because had I not, that hair dryer wouldn't have done anything. This stuff would not have moved. There is still a ton of paint on here though. So that I am going to have to get off. So maybe I shouldn't celebrate just yet. I'm going to tilt it ever so slowly. I need, this will work. Just using a foam brush. And it is dabbing color across. which is fine. Nice thing about using the brush this way is it's also going to get those sides covered. Okay. But now I'm going to turn it so I can bring it back that way, because now it is too tilted. I should make sure this stuff is... And I still haven't torched yet, so... I'm going to clean up that area with a paper towel. Alright, so I'm going to try, remember I've been saying how I can't ever suck up any of the paint with these, so I'm going to try, but... barely. At least my painting isn't screaming like when I have to do this to the babies at work on their noses. Alright. Where'd my straw? There's still too much paint. And all these marks from my hands, those will dry smooth. I better clean my hands off. So you can see it brought up, the reason I like putting the silicone in the white is because then I'm getting kind of the outlined cells instead of big blobs of blue or purple. I'm getting more of these outlined. Like here's one with blue, but it's more often than not the kind of outlined ones. I love this. I'm trying to see it from the side without all the glare. There's so much glare on it. There sure is still a lot of paint there. Well, I did get some because I could see the color going up in there, but it's kind of like emptying a river with a thimble. You can see the color being soaked up. If I had a turkey baster, I would use that. I know I've had one, even though I've never, ever in my life cooked a turkey. I've never even cooked like a whole chicken. I'm not really a fan of poultry. Ooh, look how it's pulling that cell though. That's kind of cool. I'm just going to do a couple more and then I can do this off the air because I'm sure, you know, I mean, what's more interesting than watching a woman suck up paint on YouTube? Ooh, you know what? That could be a whole nother YouTube career for me. Just kidding. Hopefully none of you were listening to me anyways. So I am liking it. I really am. And I do like it better than the original because it's kind of got a looser, flowy feeling to it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.